Yo, Wagwan people. Welcome back to the Hotspur Cave. Jay from the cave. I'm here, I'm live, I'm good, I'm wonderful. I hope you're doing well on this wonderful Friday afternoon. Listen, I see you lot in the chat saying Jay was late. I was on Never a Foul, okay? I was on Never a Foul. I had to cook Wolfie real quick. You know what I'm saying? I had to cook that pussy, yeah, because as you lot know, Wolfie's club, yeah, got bounced out of the EFL Cup in September by none other than Swansea City. Big Ange, yeah, Big Ange doing what Big Ange does, ruining dreams. But listen, if you're new around here, make sure you smash a like on the motherfucking stream. Do you know what I'm saying? Smash a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel, you know what I mean? Do all of that good stuff. Subscribe to the fucking channel. Subscribe. It's important. Subscribe, man. You get me? Yeah. I apologize for being late though, chat. I hope you're all good. I hope you're well. Do you know what I'm saying? John, see, bro, John, I need you to allow me, bro. I need you to allow me, okay? Allow me, John, because bro, it's not my fault in it. I was on Never a Foul, fam. You know what I'm saying? Big up my boy Melon each and every blood clot time. I hope you're good, bro. Well, I mean, I know you're not good because you got caned last night. You know what I'm saying? You guys got caned. And it was it made for amazing viewing, if I'm being honest. It was quite a delectable sight. Do you know what I'm saying? Or the night before even. Um Jay doing the best impression of his midfield. Listen, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Doing his best impression of Basuma. Delayed. Lol. You lot are funny, fam. Yeah, man. Come on. I'm back, bro. I'm back. You know how it is already. You know how it is already. Chat, give me 1 sec. Okay, boom. Yes, we're back. But we're going to pop out again. 2 seconds. Sorry about that, guys. Kulu is very young, though. You know what I'm saying? I had to take him to the vet because that boy has been being sick and doing sick cat things. But yeah, there's a lot I want to talk about today, yeah, because after speaking to E, it kind of made me realize, yeah, that maybe there's a lot of fans that feel like how E feels. I want to know, and I kind of do this to put this to you guys as a chat, yeah, and to my community. Where are my sunglasses at? I put this to the community, but what are we making of the season so far? I know everyone's gonna tell me we're still early, it's still early doors. Do you know what I'm saying? There's only been 4 games and da 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 da. But I kind of want to go through what my expectations for the season. I think this is a perfect time to do it. Go through my expectations for the season. You know what I'm saying? Where I expect us to finish, why I have these expectations based off of what I've seen so far. What are my thoughts on how we're doing so far as a football club? Do you know what I'm trying to say? And also, we're going to be doing a little bit of a build up for the Brighton game this weekend. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, people, make sure you are subscribing and smashing that like button. You get me? Big up Eric in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Big up yourself, my bro. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. Big up Quez as well. You know what I'm saying? Big up Ali. Still hurt from yeah. I am, bro. Can't lie. I really wanted to win that Super Cup. That Super Cup would have done wonders for us, bro. If we had won that Super Cup, do you know, like, no one could chat to me. No one can chat to me, bro. I would be this whole, if we had won that Super Cup, then I wouldn't even care if we didn't win anything this season. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't care. Obviously, I'd care because I want to see my team win trophies, obviously. But if we had beat PSG in that Super Cup and we finished the season with no other silverware other than that, I wouldn't be mad. I would just want to say, get back into Europe, bro. And we go again next year. But now I feel like it's so important. We have to win silverware. Winning silverware is a must, bro. And no one understands when I say this, yeah? But, bro, I'm being serious. I genuinely believe what I'm saying with my whole heart, bro. We must win silverware. Because, and I want you guys to look at it from like how I look at it, yeah? I look at clubs like Man City, yeah? I look at Liverpool in their pomp, winning trophies every year, bro. Every year, you know, every season, they win something. Obviously, you know, City, they've had their little blip of recent where they've fallen. You know what I'm saying, bro? But we genuinely, like, and this is what I'm saying, like, I look at these clubs and I think, yeah, I want my club to be like that. Because we've got the infrastructure, we've got the money to be like that. Yeah. Now we just need to focus on the thing that's actually going to get us to that point, and it's the players and the manager. And I think we've got the right manager. Do you know what I'm saying? I think we've got the right manager in that can take us where we need to be. Is he still learning on the job? 100%. This is his first job at a big club. I don't expect the guy to know everything straight away. Yeah, we've just come off the back of finishing 17th. And although that was I keep saying that was a blip season, yeah, the club are still feeling the ramifications of that. So we need to get back into a position where, yo, we're up there. Bro, we should be comfortably. The fact that Spurs fans think that my take of saying we should be comfortably getting into the top 5 is crazy, just shows you how demoralizing, yeah, last season actually was, bro. And now we've got a coach that all of the players actually, you can tell the players actually want to play for this manager. Yeah, he's adaptable. He knows how to switch up his tactics. His problem is, I think his biggest problem is, and I think he will agree with me on this, yeah, is his awareness of what's going on in the game sometimes. Sometimes I think he reacts in the game too slow. And that's just going off of the 5 or 6 games that I've seen us play under him. I think sometimes he just reacts to things a little bit slower than I would like. And I think we'd all like. However, again, bro, I would expect that from a manager at a new football club, especially a manager who, although he has a lot of experience, he does have a lot of experience. He's not experienced coaching at this level where European football is a must every season. Do you know what I'm saying? Where losing to the likes of Bournemouth at home and the Brightons and the Fulhams and the Palaces is unacceptable. He hasn't been at a club where there's that pressure yet. And that's why there's no point beating Thomas Frank with that stick. All you can do is ask for change. Ask him to notice these things. Do you understand what I'm saying, chat? But genuinely speaking, we are in a perfect position. Looking at the clubs around us, we are in a perfect position. We don't have no problems with PSR. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got no spending problems where we can't spend money. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got a good coach and good coaching staff. The squad looks stable. The squad, we look like we have a stable squad. Everyone's saying, a few big injuries. Well, currently we've got 2 big injuries to Maddison and Kulusevski. Right? And the way we play and the way Thomas Frank is using these players, yeah, again, there's something that George noticed, that George brought up that I noticed as well. We was 3-0 up against West Ham. What does Thomas Frank do? Take Mickey van der Ven off. Why? The game's done. Bring on another defender. Take off one of your best players, one of your most important players. Yeah. And there's no point running him into the ground when we've got a European fixture in the week. Again, stuff like that. Do you think Ange does that? No. What Ange does is Ange keeps him on until the 83rd, 85th minute. And then when he gets cramped or he starts to feel a niggle, then he will take him off. And then the excuses are injuries. So we've got someone who's aware of that. And for everyone that says we've got a lot of injury-prone players, if we're aware of that, there's no way the manager, and his coaching staff and his medical staff aren't aware of that. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's no way they're not aware of that, bro. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on Thomas Frank as a whole. Do you know what I'm saying? And what I think of his management style. Like, and he made a brilliant point pointing out the midfield and how, again, that is a perfect example of not reading what's going on in the game. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a perfect example of either you're sat there with your head down in your notebook, because I see him he's always got his notebook out. So either your head down facing your notebook, bro, or you're not concentrating, or you're just choosing not to make the sub. Either way, this stubbornness is something that we don't like. But one thing I do respect about my man is, after we lost to Bournemouth, he come out and said, you know what, I made a few mistakes and it cost us against Bournemouth. I have to learn from that. Before the Champions League game, he said, I'm still getting used to some of these players. I'm still trying to figure out what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. So again, there's no point. I'm seeing Spurs fans online, talking about that have Frank out in their name already and complaining about how boring we are to watch. And I'm saying, bro, relax, bro. You're not watching an anime. You're not watching a Netflix show, bro. This is a football match, bro. Yeah, we're not going to go every week and bop players off the park, bop teams off the park. That is not Thomas Frank. Like, nah, seriously, I'm seeing Frank out, bro. I'm not even joking. Do you know what I'm saying? But let me catch up with the comments. Only 4 games in, but I see less problems under Frank than under Ange. But there are some major problems that need fixing. I agree. Eric, what do you think those major problems are? And again, that's another thing. Eric, this is a brilliant point. Well said, bro. This is a brilliant point, right? Not even just that there's less problems, but the problems that are under Frank are easier to fix than the problems that we had under Ange Postecoglou. They're a lot easier and they take a lot quicker to fix than the problems that we had under Ange, bro. Because all Thomas Frank has to do is just tell either Bergvall or Sarr, listen, unless we're in transition, I don't want you both flying forward at the same time. Tuck in. I can't have you. Do you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. With Ange Postecoglou, we've got 7 players. We've got a front 7. It doesn't make sense. Do you see what I'm trying to say here? So, Eric, that's a great point, bro. Big up Levy out, bro. I think you need to change your name, bro. He's gone. Trust, that Super Cup pissed me off so much. Bro, I was so angry. Big up E, man. Big up my brother E each and every time. My takes about Frank and the team are speaking to his... Bro, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Nah, it's just, again, I respect your opinion, bro. And because you've given valid points to back up your statement. You're not just... It's not just coming from some hidden agenda against the manager. You actually sat there, analysed the game and said, yo, this is a problem that I've noticed in 2 or 3 games that I think will become a major problem if it doesn't get sorted out now. Bro, I can't sit here and, do you know what I'm saying? And it's actually an interesting point that you brought up. So I said, yo, it would actually be quite interesting to dissect it a little bit. So fair play to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fair play to you. And again, people sit there and say we always agree and that I'm stubborn, bro. It's not hard to change my mind. If you can come to me with a valid point, you can change my mind about something. Do you know what I'm saying? You can change my mind about something. But we bottled it 2-0 up, 85th minute, no excuses. Yeah, facts. Oh, Oprah Winfrey is crazy, bro. Oprah Winfrey is crazy, bro. That is insane. Where do you lot come up with these nicknames? Facts. Nah, big up. Do we beat Brighton, chap? Oh, that's a good question. Do we think we're beating Brighton this weekend? Boy, I can't lie. I don't know, man. I don't know if we're beating Brighton. I don't know if we're beating Brighton this weekend. I think it's going to be a draw. I think it will be a 1-1 or a 2-2. Personally, I don't think we beat Brighton. I think right now, and it's away as well, isn't it? We don't have a very good record away at Brighton. We don't have a great record at that ground of recent times, anyways. But you know what? No, I'm gonna be confident. I'll back my team. I'll back my team. We're gonna sit there and we're gonna go through the squad in a minute. Anyways, we're gonna build a squad for who we want to see start. 1-1 Matoma and Sarr. Fair enough. I don't think Sarr scores again. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think Sarr scores again. Yeah, Frank out's crazy, bro. Big up Rashid, man. Big up Rashid. Make sure you guys are subbing to Arsenal Revolution TV, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a real brother right there. Make sure you're going and showing him some love. You know what I'm saying? Big up. And like he says, man, smash them likes. I don't know how many likes we're on, but yeah. Let's get them likes up for real, bro. Yeah, I was only joking about the salt. Nah, you good, bro. I know, man. You know what I'm saying? We definitely can, not gonna lie. I don't know if we will, though. Oof. Well, that's what I'm saying. It depends on the team that they put out. And obviously, I don't really know much about Brighton's transfer window. I don't know who they've really brought in like that. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Is it more or less the same team from last season? Because, like, if it's more or less the same Brighton team from last season, then we definitely have a chance. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they've strengthened. The only game I watched was, I think, was it against? They lost 2-1. I think it may have been against Bournemouth. I'm not sure, but yeah, I haven't really seen much of Brighton this season, bro. If I'm being honest with you, I'm not gonna lie to you, chap. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. So then again, I can't sit here and say, yo, we're gonna go out there and smoke them. But I also can't sit here and say that I think we're gonna lose. All I can go off is what I've seen from my club. All I can go off is what I've seen from my club. Do you know what I'm saying? First is left wing. Second is possession positions, like our 10 playing alongside our striker. Third is the striker position. Fourth is general creativity issues with Madison and Kulusevski out. And that's the problem, right? That's the problem. Do you think it's a thing where because maybe we might have to start using Mawani out on the left, play Richarlison down the middle, yeah, and maybe then start using flipping, what's his name? Start using Xavi Simons in the 10. Because you know what? I have an interesting theory, yeah, but I think Odobert starts this weekend. I think Odobert starts this weekend against Brighton. I just have a feeling he's going to start this weekend. I think Richie's going to start through the middle. I think we're going to probably see the likes of, I think Kudus will get a rest. In fact, no, Kudus won't get a rest. What am I saying? We've got Doncaster in the week. There's no UCL in the week. We've got Doncaster. So knowing Frank, he's probably going to rotate the squad heavy for that game. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, hey, people, Rashid's link is there in the chat as well. Make sure you guys go and sub. And is there a time? Does anyone actually know when we're getting Kulusevski back as well? When are we actually getting Kulusevski back? I'd love to know, because I don't actually know what do you know what I'm saying? Mawani is defo not match fit yet. Was looking off the pace against Villarreal. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He definitely is going to need more minutes. I reckon he'll probably get some minutes against Doncaster then. Do you reckon he'll get some minutes? He'll come off the bench against Brighton. He'll come off the bench. But he'll probably start. We'll probably see him start in the week in the League Cup. We'll probably see him start midweek in the League Cup. But boy, he better hit the ground running. That's all I'm saying, innit? He needs to hit the ground running, because we ain't got time to waste, bro. We ain't got time to waste. Teams are dropping points. Big teams are playing each other this weekend. I can't stress it enough how important it is to get the win. Arsenal and City are playing this weekend. United and Chelsea are playing this weekend. That's chances that teams are dropping points. Teams are dropping points. And again, it's early doors in the season, but every point counts, bro. Every point counts, and I need all three of them. I really, really need all three of them. I ain't even gonna lie. Do you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie. I need all 3 points. We have to smash Brighton this weekend. It's imperative because, yeah, I've got high hopes for the season. My hopes are high. I've been saying this. I've got very, very high hopes and high expectations for this season. Genuinely speaking, I genuinely have very high hopes for this season. And there's a few players that I want to talk about as well, actually, that I want to get you guys' thoughts on as well. I do want to get you guys' thoughts. Give me 1 sec, though. I do need to go toilet. 1 sec, chat. Bloody hell. Sorry about that. Yeah. Anyways, there's a few players that I want to ask you guys about, actually, and I've got a list of them, actually. There's 5 players that I want to ask you guys about. I want to know what the chat think about these players. I want to know if you see these guys with a future at the club, or if you just think it's one of them ones where you'd like to see the end of them. I can't lie, you'd like to see them get out. You know what I mean? First player is Lucas Bergvall. Now, when he came in, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. When he joined the club, everyone was being very, very, you know what I'm saying? He was very hit and miss with a lot of the fans. A lot of fans weren't sure about him. I was also one of the players who I wasn't very sure about him myself. I didn't understand the hype. I'll be honest with you. I didn't understand the hype because, chat, I'm thinking this guy has come from Sweden. This guy's come from Sweden, right? He's come from a league nobody watches. No, nobody watch unless you are Swedish, bro. You cannot tell me that you watch their league, bro. You can't. There's certain leagues in the world, yeah, that unless you have a gambling addiction or unless you're from that nation, you do not watch their football. You don't watch their football, bro. Yeah, man can't tell me that we've gone and signed a player from the Azerbaijani Pro League, yeah. But you're a pro at that. Nah, bro, you're a gambling addict. That's what I will think. That's what I'll think, bro. I'll think you have a problem and you need to speak to a therapist. So don't sit there and tell me any of you lot expected this player to come in and be so good. Maybe you've seen few clips here and there, but I can't lie. The amount that he's improved since he's been at this football club is insane. Like even rival fans are starting to say, "Raw, like Spurs have got a gem here," and we paid so little for him. Right when rival fans start to notice the younger players in your team, and they say, "Raw, I wouldn't mind having him at my club." Do you know what I'm saying? Then you know you've got a good. Then you know you've got a talent on your hands. Do you know what I'm saying? There's people out there calling him the future of the club. Is that so? Is that so? Do we think he's the future of the club? That remains to be seen, bro. That remains to be seen, fam. But from what I've seen of him this season, he looks like he's grown into that midfield role. He's grown into it a lot, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a lot more composed. He's a lot more composed. There's one thing I will say is when he come on against Bournemouth, and I'm using the Bournemouth game because that's the only game we've lost. When he come on against Bournemouth, we started to get somewhat control. I think in January now, we go out. I think we buy 3 positions. I think we go out, we sign a left winger, We sign another a left-sided centre-back / left-back, and we go and sign another number. I don't know. Actually. I don't know. Obviously, I agree. We need the left back, and we definitely need another midfielder. Grab a centre back as well. We need to sign 3 or 4 players in January. Genuinely speaking, if we want to, this fucking train going past is so loud and it's pissing me off. Anyways, if we want to push on and do something special this season, in January, we need to sign minimum 3 players. Minimum. I think it's towards the end of the year. I don't know the exact timeline. Oh, was that for Kulizeski? Randall J. Mawani, you're taking the piss. Guys, come on, man. Please. Can we not? I don't want to see Odebert this weekend. Fairs. If I want to see bums, I'll go to a gentleman's club. Why not a strip? Oh, okay. I'm Swedish, but not watching it. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Bergvall is much improved now, but he's not the same player. He's not the same player George Glaze when he first arrived. Yeah, I hear that. Do you know what I'm saying? He's probably our second or third most impactful midfielder, but that's not saying a lot. Still don't like him. He's hiding too much when we have the ball. That's true. That is true. And it's usually as well when it's in games where the momentum is kind of changing. It's constant. It's interchanging. When we've got constant momentum in the game, he's confident. But as soon as we're in positions where we could really lose momentum, I think that's where not even the immaturity, but I think that's where the lack of experience starts to come through. Do you know what I'm saying? 100%. The next player I want to ask you guys about, is João Paulinho. Do Spurs make him a permanent? Would you guys want to see Spurs make him a permanent? And how much would you guys be willing to see us spend? Because I can't lie, bro. He is the player that certain man thought Højbjerg was. He is the player that people thought Højbjerg was. And I'm here to tell you, Højbjerg ain't got nothing. What is that, E? Is that euros? Is that in euros or is that in pounds? Just get it done, bro. Get it done. Bro, listen, hey, Vinay, if you want to earn my respect, you will get that deal done. You will get that deal done before the window even opens. What are we doing here? What are we actually doing here? Man said I'll call up Bayern and say, listen, after them lot gave us Tell, realistically, they should give us João Paulinho for free, bro. They should give us João Paulinho for free. What are we actually doing here? After them lot sold us that scrub, Mateus Fell, bro? In fact, what am I even doing? Chat, red, that's a yellow card for me, bro. I already said that name is banned on this channel. Bro. You know what I'm saying? I think we just got a raid from NAF as well. You know what I'm saying? So, big up NAF for the raid. You get me? Big up Yasser as well, bro. I see you in the chat. Big up yourself, bro. What's it called? Big up Yasser, man. Big up Yasser. But yeah, bro, I think we need to make this, you get me? I think we need to make this deal permanent, bro. It needs to happen. Because you know what it is? And people, if you just came over from Never a Foul, do me a favor, get this to 40 likes. Get this stream to 40 likes and subscribe. We're 70 subs away from 1.2K, and there's 97 of you in the building. There's 97 of you lot in the building. If all of you subscribe, then we blow that target away. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm Jay, if you lot don't know. The guy who's always crashing out on Never a Foul. The guy who's always getting rattled. Do you understand? Big up KJ as well. I see you, man. But make sure you subscribe, man. Subscribe. You get me? Show some love, people. It's free. It don't cost nothing to show some love. Big up Never a Foul. Big up Monts. Big up Daps. And big up Cass each and every time. You know what I'm saying? But chat, we were just talking about, for those of you that have just joined, we was just talking about where we think Spurs will finish this season. Do you know what I'm saying? We was just taking a little look into Thomas Frank's tactics, how he sets us up. Obviously, we've got Brighton this weekend, and then we've got Doncaster in the cup in midweek. We've had a successful couple weeks, I'd say. So. It's been a success. Obviously, we had a little blip against Bournemouth. However, turn it around with a 3-0 win against West Ham in their cup final. You know what I'm saying? Had to batter them lot real quick. Yeah, man. And people look at me like I'm crazy for saying that we're gonna comfortably get top 4. I'll tell you what we're not gonna do though. We're not gonna keep Matthias Tell. That guy needs to fucking leave. They need to sell him. Like I said, Bayern Munich should give us Paulinho for free, bro. Because they scammed us. They scammed us. What'd you eat? We paid 45 million. 45 million fucking pounds, bro. Are you insane? What the hell is that shit? What is that shit, bro? It's a disgrace. That's what that shit is. It's a motherfucking disgrace. It's a disgrace, bro. Waste of, but let me hail up the man them though. Big up KJ, bro. Big up KJ, bro. Big up, man. I hope you're good, my dog. You get me? Yeah, man. Subscribe to E as well. And guys, I'm not mad waking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Tell. The less said, the better. Facts. Waste of money. Tell on Tell. We always have to buy that one shit player every window. Now you see, I'm not even I'm not even joking, yeah. I'm not even joking, bro. I genuinely think Matthias Tell might be the worst player I've ever seen in a Spurs shirt, bro. He might be in the top 10 worst Spurs players. He does nothing. He offers nothing. He offers nothing. And I'm so glad, yeah, that he's not in the Champions League squad. Because I'll tell you this, if he was in that Champions League squad, we would have lost to Villarreal. We would have lost. And don't get me twisted, that game was not at all fun. Guys, the best part about that game was the show at the start. Was the pre-match warm-up and that, where they had all the lights and the smokes going. I can't lie, we've got the best stadium in the planet. That was the best part, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That genuinely was the best part. But do you know what? I said, yo. The game started, and it just, once that goal went in, I said, yeah, I know where this is going. From time the goalkeeper pushes the ball into his own net, you know where this is going. Hey, listen, you know what? Chat, we're pausing this. Someone said, anyone who knows Wolfie or has him personally, send him the link. Tell him I'm live right now. Tell that pussy I'll come up here. Yeah? We're cooking Wolfie. Wolfie, what happened to your mighty club? Kings of Europe, you told me. You told me Nottingham Forest are a bigger club than Spurs. When I was in the gutter last season, when my club was in the mud, when we were suffering, 22 losses, losing every week, yeah? When we was going 4 or 5 weeks without winning, where was you, Wolfie Blue? Where was you, fam? You was on Never a Foul laughing at Jay, because it's always fun to laugh at Jay. Well, let me fucking tell you something, motherfucker. I always get the last laugh. Yeah? I always get the last laugh. I told you, you pussy. I told you, bro. I said, yeah, you lot are laughing at me now. But when Ange gets sacked, yeah? When Ange gets sacked and my club turned things around, you're not going to be laughing. 2-0 up. Chat. They were 2-0 up. Chat. Nottingham Forest were 2-0 up against Swansea. Swansea haven't been good since Meet You. Since Meet You days. Do you not remember Meet You? Remember my man? You don't remember you don't remember my man, the one season wonder, Meet You, blood. They ain't been good since then. And you got bumped out of the effort. Bro, out of the League Cup. You lot are a disgrace. You lot are a disgrace, bro. You man can fucking hold that. Yeah? And when Ange gets you lot relegated, yeah? When he gets you lot relegated, like I said, I'll DM Cass. Cass, if you're watching this, bro, I'm gonna DM you. We're gonna make a Never a Foul championship segment. We're gonna get some championship fans involved. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make a Never a Foul for the championship. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's where you belong. You bum. You absolute fraud. Don't run. Saturday, I will be there or Never a Foul. Don't run. Cass will send me the link by force. Cass, you will send me that link by force. Anyways, let me large up some of the chat though, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit behind. There was literally no need to spend 35 million on him. Facts. And you know what's so mad about this statement, yeah? Chelsea and the United fans were talking about how they actually wanted him. And I told all of them, I said, yo, this is not a player that you want. He's a bum. I told you. I know a scrub when I see one. I know a scrub when I see one, bro. I know a scrub when I see one, chat. I told you, he is not the player that you want in your club. Yeah? Don't let them under 21 goals for France fool you. Don't let the few cameo goals that he scored against Hanover and flipping Wolfsburg and their man fool you, bro. He's not cut out for it. He needs to go over he needs to do, yeah, what Jesse Lingard done. He needs to go to Korea or one of them leagues over there. He needs to go to Australia. Go to Russia. Go somewhere. Go play for Spartak Moscow or one of them clubs there, bro. We don't want you here at Spurs, bro. You're not welcome. And take that number 11 off his back. That's a prestigious number. Gareth Bale wore that number. What the fuck do you think you're doing wearing that shirt, bro? What do you think you're doing wearing that shirt? Take that shirt off. Yeah? Take that shirt off. Because I'm going to tell you this. What you're going to do is you're going to take the 11 off. You're going to give Maddison the 11, yeah? And then Maddison is going to give Harry Kane the number 10 because Harry Kane's going to come back next summer and we're going to win the league. It's that simple. Surely I'm not delusional, right, chat? No, we're not winning the league. Chat, don't clip that. I'm joking. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was actually a joke. Tell has good fundamentals, so he can't be the worst. Nah, G. He's fundamentally shit. That's what he is. You know what I'm saying? Kudus, I got mad time for you, but that's crazy. Yeah, man, we love Kudus, bro, but yeah, you can't say that, bro. Tell needs a loan at one of these teams. Man said Kazakhstan Super League. You're going mad. Man said he needs a loan to the Kazakhstan Super League. Fire. You're going crazy, bro. Touch and dribbling is the basics of any footballer. Bro, his first touch is awful. Mikey Moore has those and he's at Rangers. How is he doing? How is Mikey Moore doing? Does anyone know? Since Gomez. Yeah, literally. Wilfred Bonny, anyone remember him? Oh my gosh. The streets will never forget Wilfred Bonny, bro. What a baller. Bro, that Swansea team was so fun, bro. Ki Sung Young, literally, bro. Bro, oh my gosh. That 2013 to 2014 Swansea team was absolutely elite. Chat, that was an elite team, bro. That was an elite team. And then they just completely fell off. Big up Daniel, Tell is a scrub. Oh, I know, bro. Trust me, he is an absolute bum. Bearman told me he was cooking for France. I looked at the game, nigga, it was France under 21. Yeah, word. I don't care about no France under 21s, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't care about no France under 21. Harry Kane ain't coming back in the summer. He added like 12 years onto his career in Germany, bro. Listen, that 56 million pound buyback clause is looking sweet. That buyback clause is looking sweet, Melon. We need to activate that. That's what we need to do. We need to activate the buyback clause. I follow Rangers more, not doing anything good, but neither is Rangers. Fairs. Just got a few minutes and a start the other day. Fair enough, man. Rangers are all over the place as well, so we can't say anything about more. All right. Nobody cares about under 21s football unless you're Epstein. Stop this. It's true though. I can't lie. Like, I'll be honest. I don't really care what my players do on international duty for the under 21s and that, bro. Like, I'm not watching that shit. I'm not watching, bro. I'm not watching that. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. Kudus, let's talk about this, bro. Let's actually talk about this because you know what? I actually agree with this. If we get Kane back and we add him to this team and we go and get a good left winger, a competent centre midfielder, yeah, so that we don't have to use a 19-year-old every week, and we keep Thomas Frank, bro, we're winning the league. We're winning the league. And the thing is, yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere that Harry Kane doesn't intend to stay in Germany for that much longer, bro. Like, I think he's genuinely just gone out there to smash a record, win a couple trophies, and come back to England. I genuinely believe this. Maybe I'm delusional. Maybe I'm crazy, bro. But, hey, I'm just thinking out loud, bro. I'm just thinking out loud. Hey, I'm just thinking out loud, bro. I'm just thinking out loud. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, get Keenan, Yildiz, Kane, sell Richie. Yeah, Richie definitely needs to go in the summer. You know what I'm saying? He's taking too many touches on the ball at times. The more in Scotland, in the few starts I've seen him. Okay, fair enough. But he done that at Spurs. He done that at Spurs as well. Nah, stop this, Jay. Hey, Jun, I'm just thinking out loud, bro. I'm just thinking out loud. How many likes are we on as well, people? How many likes are we on, chat? We need to get them likes up. We need to actually get them likes up immediately. Run those likes all the way up for me, please, chat. Please, run them likes up. Do you know what I'm saying? We need better rotational players if we're going to manage that. I also agree. I don't really want to see Brennan Johnson. Do you know what I'm saying? We've been in a title race before. It could happen again. We don't know. Facts. And that was under Levy. I'm interested to see what direction this football club's going in now. Because obviously, so far, Vinay has taken over Daniel Levy's job. Vinay's at the wheel. You know what I'm saying? However, I'm a bit conflicted because so far, they've said all of the right things. And it's one of them ones where I don't know about you guys, chat, but I'm willing to give it. I'm at a place right now with this club here where I'm very content. I'm very at peace. I'm just letting them take the wheel in it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm in the passenger seat right now. I'm just letting them take the wheel and just seeing what they do. Just seeing what the club do. I want to see how serious this club are. Because, and this is the thing, yeah, if there's any rival fans in the chat, I'd love to hear your opinion as well. A lot of rival fans that I've spoken to say that they think that Europa League, winning that Europa League, sparked some change in Tottenham, sparked a change at the football club, where maybe it made the owners, maybe it made the Lewis family and whatnot realize that we're in a time now where we're dominating football financially, but financially in terms of financial and in terms of money wise, there's not another club out there that are doing the things that Spurs are doing. Concerts. Post Malone is performing Saturday and Sunday, tomorrow and Sunday, bro. Yeah. All of these things are going on. Eubank Jr. and Conor Ben, they're having the rematch in November. They're having a rematch at the stadium. It's these type of things, bro. Which, by the way, is a Saudi-run event. Just gonna put that out there. You know what I'm saying? It's a Saudi-run event. So That's all I'm saying. But we're in a new era at Tottenham, bro. And like I said, Spurs fans should be confident. There isn't a Spurs fan out there that should be doing this pessimistic, down about. I don't want to see that shit. Back your club, bro. Back your fucking club. Because you know what, yeah? We've just seen our team win a fucking trophy. We've signed the likes of Xavi Simons, yeah, which by the way has the ceiling to be and the potential to be one of the best players on the planet. He has that potential. Whether he reaches it, is yet to be seen. However, he has that potential. We brought in exciting players like Kudus. We brought in a solid midfielder who we've been crying out for 4 seasons. 4 years, we've been begging this club to go and sign a competent DM. We've been begging, sign a DM, sign a DM, sign a DM. We've finally done it. We've got 2 centre-backs, yeah, who look like 2 of the best centre-backs in England right now, in Romero and Van der Ven. We've got Jed Spence, who is in top form. We've got the likes of Porro, who when you need a bit of class, can give you a little bit of class. Udogi's just coming back from fitness. And I say all of that, we've still got Madison and Kulusevski who are out injured and they're to come back as well. We're not in a bad position as a football club. We're in a very good position as a football club. And this is why when I told Touchline, yeah, our club is a much more stable football club than your football club is. That's the reality. Man United, you guys are living off name. You're living off the name of your past. That's all you're hanging on to. That is the only thing that attracts players to your football club. But we're in a time where times are changing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Check your mirrors. And when I said that I believe someone's going to drop out of that top 4 this season, yeah, someone is going to slip up, yeah, and that 4th spot is getting taken by someone else. Because I don't believe that Chelsea, Arsenal, and City all finish in the top 4. One of them's falling out of the top 4 this season. I believe that wholeheartedly as well. Wholeheartedly. I believe that. And if that's the case, we are in a perfect position to take that spot. Take that spot. And in terms of the Champions League, we should be able to put a run on. We should be getting to the quarterfinals minimum. Realistically speaking, look at who we have. Look at our draw. We should easily be getting to the quarterfinals of this competition. But again, people will look at us and they will say, oh, you're just Spurs. You're only Spurs. You're only Spurs. Are you forgetting that we got to a final not all that long ago? But you think that it's crazy, it's beyond the realms of possibility for us to get to a quarterfinal of the Champions League, that we can do that. The last time we was in it, when we got knocked out in the round of 16, I believe, by AC Milan. And we're arguably a much better team since then. So yes, bro, absolutely. I don't believe there's anything wrong with that. Chat, how many likes are we on? How many likes are we on, chat? Let me know. Imagine we get Kid Jaggerson, Kinski, Davis, Gray, Basuma, Terrell, Johnson, Richie, Solanke out and some decent players in. That's going to take a good couple years. That's why I think the title race talk, before Spurs can be in a position to be in a title race, I think we would need 2 years. We'd need 2 years before I could sit there and say, yeah. And I need to see some serious signings come through the door and to the point where players like Kudus are the optional players. That's the level that we're talking about. Do you know what I'm saying? Those are the rotational. Those are the players you got rotating. Pause. You get me? But imagine Kudus, Kane, and Jay front line. You're taking a piss. You're taking a piss. Kudus, Kane, and Kolo up front. Oof. Hey, that is. Don't abbreviate that, chat. Please don't abbreviate that. I just realized what I just said. Don't abbreviate that. We're eating good. Yeah, bro. Spurs fans are eating good right now. Oh shit, I need to drop my shit. Yeah, we're eating good right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? We make the third most match day revenue in football, the most in Premier League. That's not even me mentioning the money that we bring in that ain't football events. The stadium prints money. Exactly. Daniel, exactly. We are in a perfect position to become one of the best clubs in the country. It's that simple. Because we're the best run football club in the country, right? We don't have no problems with the FA. We don't have no problems with FIFA. We don't have no problems with the Premier League. We've got none of that. Do you know what I'm saying? No PSR problems, nothing. We can spend 200 to 300 million every window comfortably because we generate double that. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, that doesn't even include player sales and all of these things. We are fine. We can spend money. It's just whether the owners have the ambition to do it. And I know that is the one thing that rival fans fear the most is that when if Spurs start spending money seriously and start like in furthermore, start paying players wages, yeah, that they want. Start giving players 200 grand a week, 150s and all of them things. Yeah, they know that Spurs are going to be a team that they have no choice but to fear. But to fear. But then again, it remains to be seen. We still have to wait and see, are these owners going to do what we need them to do? Are they going to do what's required to make us that team that rivals fear, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Are we gonna be that team? Who knows? Who knows? I think we need another centre mid in January. I'm not convinced by Sarr or Bentancur completely. I agree. I absolutely agree. I'm also not very convinced. Mainly by Bentancur. I think Sarr's been pretty good. I think Sarr's been really, really good, to be fair. Do you know what I'm saying? However, yeah, nah, it's you're right. We definitely do need another midfielder. Are there any midfielders? Are there any names out there that you guys think we should go out there and try and bring in January that you think would help us with the midfield? Because it's quite clear Basuma's time at Spurs is over. You know what I'm saying? Basuma's time at Spurs is done. He's not going to get another chance. He's fit. His time at the club's over, isn't it? So we're obviously we have to replace him. Do you know what I'm saying? We have to replace him, and then we have to add a midfielder who's gonna be the backup for that replacement. Now, I think Paulinho was the Basuma replacement. Now, who's the backup for Paulinho if we lose a Paulinho? Archie Gray? I don't think so. So yeah, 2 European finals in 6 years, and we won one of them as well. So, I mean, rival fans can talk who they want, but there's not many clubs in England right now that can say they've been to 2 European finals in 6 years. So it swings and roundabouts. Yeah, no one would have said Man U would. Yeah, of course. Bro, we're on our way back, bro. I'm telling you, it's almost that time. Big up Terrell, man. Big up yourself, bro. What goes up must come down, and vice versa. Valid. Sarr is good, but we need someone more techie to rotate. Yeah, someone who's a bit more comfortable with the ball at their feet. Someone who's a little bit more comfortable with the football is what we need. But chat, let's go over this squad. Who do we want to start this weekend against Brighton? I think it's a no-brainer. Vicario in goal. It's a no-brainer. But, and I want you guys to hear me out here, I would rest Van de Ven. Personally, I would like to see Van de Ven get rested. Personally, maybe bring him on if we need to, but I'd like to see the likes of Danso get a start. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Udogie, I want to see Udogie start this game. I want to see Udogie and Spence left back and right back. Do you know what I'm saying? We actually get to use Jed Spence as a right fullback rather than using him as a left back. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he's just not a left back. Even though he's done that role well. He's done that role very well. Don't get it twisted. He's done that role very, very, very well. However, he's not a left back. So I don't want to see him playing left back, with all due respect. What's it called? In the midfield, I'd probably give Paulinho a start. No, in fact, yeah, I'd give Paulinho a start. I'd give him a start. I'd go Paulinho. I'd rest Sarr as well. I give Bergvall a start. So I go Paulinho, Bergvall, and probably Bentancur. In fact, I'm chatting shit. No, I'm chatting so much shit. Don't listen to me. Ignore me. I'd go Paulinho, Bentancur, and Xavi. I play Xavi through the middle. Do you know what I'm saying? I'd give Xavi a run through the middle and let him try and create for us. Let's see how he plays in the 10. Do you know what I'm saying? And then out on the left, I know you guys are gonna hate me for this, but I'd like to see Odobert start on the left. Do you know what I'm saying? Kolo Muani, I want to see him starting as well. I want to see him play through the middle. And on the right, you know what I'm saying? Our very own Neymar, our Ghanaian Neymar, Mohamed Kudus. I think that's the team I'm happy to see. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of rotation in that squad. We're giving certain players minutes in positions that, you know what I'm saying, we get to see now. Can you hold it down, bro? You know what I'm saying? We get to see, can Xavi Simons hold it down? Because like I said earlier in the stream, we've got a talent there. We've got a player there. Again, it's just about how we use these players and how we use these talents. But chat, listen, Jay has to go out because he needs to get his hair done and things. And it is Friday as well. But I hope you have all enjoyed. How many likes are we on, chat? Someone tell me. And who's live as well? Who can we redirect to? Who can we redirect to? Who's live right now that we can send you guys over to and show some love? Jay, man said Johnson, the Welsh Nay Martinelli. You're taking the piss, bro. Come on, stop this. John, stop this. That's wicked. Got the weed lights on. Lol. I got the sunglasses on for a reason, man. You know what I'm saying? But is anyone live that we can redirect to, guys? And how many likes are we on as well, chat? Let me know. Put it in the comments. How many likes are we on? So I'm ducking, I'm diving, I'm ducking, I'm diving, I'm ducking. Doing a little can. Man said Johnson. Bro, Johnson is not live, John. Johnson is not live. What are you on about? Man said Joga Finito. LOL. No, not even Joga Benito, you know. Joga Finito. You're taking a piss. You're taking a piss. It's fine. I'm just going to send you lot over. Let me decide who I want to send you guys over to. Hey, I'm hearing Arsenal are playing Man City this weekend as well. That I need to see. We will be there to cook them. We need City to win this weekend, guys. We need City to win. They must. It's a must, bro. It's a must. It's a must, bro. If they don't win this weekend, yeah, we're going into hiding. Do you know what I'm saying? We're going into hiding, bro. But we're gonna send you lot over to. We're gonna send you lot over to Northside, innit? We're gonna send you lot over to Northside. He's live right now. You know what I'm saying? Doing a preview for the Man City game. Speaking of the devil, so make sure you guys go in there and put Hotspur Cave Raid. You know what I'm saying? Put a Hotspur Cave Raid in the chat. Go and let him know that I sent you over there. And yeah, people, we'll be back for the reaction. We'll be back for the reaction to the Brighton game this weekend. But yeah, make sure I'm gonna tell you what to put in the chat. I want to see a hashtag J from the cave raid, or actually, you know what we're gonna do? Hashtag European champions. All right, there we go, people. Make sure you guys are smashing the likes. Subscribe to the channel as well, people. Make sure you sub to my bro Northside as well on your way over there. And I'll catch you lot in a bit. Big up to Naf as well for the raid each and every time. And I'll see you lot when I see you lot. Goodbye. God bless. And we're out. Peace.